So maybe you kind of got off track, and maybe you've just shut down and you've tried to eliminate all the risk. Maybe you've tried to be in control of everything, but you'll never be able to do that. And if you don't risk, then you don't ever have to have faith that God's going to be there for you no matter what. And that's what I want for you to accept that God is there for you. From New Life Ministries, this is Going Deeper with Stephen Arterburn. I'm Stephen Arterburn. And Going Deeper is all about taking the tough issues, the hard issues of life, looking a little bit deeper inside so that we can gain some insight into our lives. Hi there, thanks for joining me for this series here on Going Deeper. We're down to the 8th choice in healing is a choice. Maybe my favorite book that I have written, given sermon series on it, love this book. And today we're talking about a choice that a lot of people don't really ever think about. And it's the choice to risk your life. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I was in a very, very tough marriage for 20 years. And I had my own struggle, but I was faithful, but not the person I was married to. And when I found out about the betrayal, she filed for divorce. That's pretty tough. And in the beginning, there was so much pain that I thought I must never, ever enter a relationship again, because the goal is to protect myself from this kind of pain ever again. And I want to tell you, it literally felt like an ice pick through my heart. It was severe pain. I don't even like to think about it. It was so painful. Because, when people are asking me what level of pain am I experiencing on a scale of 1 to 10, my pain starts at 10. Just any pain is already at a 10 for me. So I don't like pain. So I just kind of shut down. I was in shock. I didn't do anything. And that was good, actually, because it gave me some time to heal. But I knew that if I was ever going to have a different life, if I was ever going to do some things that I wanted to do, I was going to have to make this choice number 8. And that was the choice to risk my life. Because you can't get into a relationship without risk. And I'll tell you this, you can never be fully without risk. You can think you're in control of everything and that you've eliminated all risk, but you have not. The lie that I can protect myself and eliminate risk, well, it's a big lie, because you can't do it. You're going to mess up. You're going to fail. So, risk. Maybe you thought that protection and keeping yourself safe was the main goal. Well, look, I know people that get addicted to sameness, predictability, and safety. And they have a really, really one-dimensional life. I took a risk. I eventually dated again. I eventually got married. Woo, that was a big one. And as a result, my wife Misty brought 2 boys, Carter and James, into our family. I brought Madeline. And then Misty and I had Solomon and Amelia. Now, these 2 boys, a lot of times you get married and the stepchildren, you just they're part of the deal. You have to take them anyway, but you want to be married, so you do it. That's not our story. These guys were some of the biggest blessings ever in my life. And then we had the blessings of Solomon and Amelia. So I took a risk, and the reward, oh my goodness, has been phenomenal. Now, it hasn't been without struggle and pain and all of that, but that's helped me grow. So maybe you kind of got off track. And maybe you've just shut down and you've tried to eliminate all the risk. Maybe you've tried to be in control of everything, but you'll never be able to do that. And if you don't risk, then you don't ever have to have faith that God's going to be there for you no matter what. And that's what I want for you to accept that God is there for you. And you can risk, and it can get really crummy, and you can survive and come out on top. Now, one day I was talking with a woman on radio, and she told me that fear began to set in, and she was confined to kind of in her neighborhood, and then to her yard, and then to her house, and now she's afraid to even get out of her bedroom. And I said, you can never ever confine your world to be so small that it is without risk. And she said, oh, I know. Because see, I have a lump on my breast and I can't even get out of this house to go have it checked out. So my safe world has been infiltrated. Well, gave her a little advice. We followed up with her, gave her some more help, and eventually got her to see that while she couldn't get out of that house, out of that bedroom herself, if she'd let somebody help her, together, she'd only need about half the faith because the other person would be there for her. And she found out, that it was benign, and then she was able to relax. But the experience of risking and then not having anything horrible happen it turned her life around. And I think that's what all of us need to do, is stick our big toe into the pool of risk. Not like some of these people that just, it's just irresponsible, the kind of stuff that they do. But I'm talking about good, solid risk where we're trusting God for the very best outcome possible while we're doing everything that we can to create a good outcome. But we know there's still risk that could all fall to pieces. Well, that's the eighth choice. The choice to risk my life versus this lie that I can control enough and protect enough that I find a world of safety. It's just not safe. You'll never be safe enough. You could be in your home and an engine can fall off an airplane. Okay, don't go there. But anyway, I'm just saying, be willing to embrace a little bit of risk. Choose not to just be a person who protects themselves all the time. And that's it for Going Deeper today. I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me for Going Deeper. I hope something I've said may have helped just a little bit. If you have a question you'd like me to answer or comment, just email me at stevesocial@newlife.com. I'll see you next time.
If you want to support Going Deeper with Stephen Arterburn, be sure to subscribe so you never miss another episode. And if you know someone who would benefit from this episode, be sure to share it with them. See you on the next Going Deeper with Stephen Arterburn from New Life Ministries.